share something?
Of course.
Okay. This is just really, everything is kind of happening synchronistically.
Yep.
And this is one of them. I only had one email to check. I almost didn't check it, but I did. And it is, are there 100 people on planet Earth who believe all these 10 truths? 1, world peace is highly desirable. 2, world peace is possible. 3, there's a law against war. 4, everyone should know the law against war. 5, the public is almost totally ignorant of the law against war. 6, ignorance of the law is unacceptable. 7, I can do my part by educating the public. 8, the pen is mightier than the sword. 9, the informed public can demand accountability. And 10, I can write a peace essay. If you are one of these 100 people, please join the WSFPC Peace Essay Contest before the end of 2014. The rules are attached. Winners will be given cash awards of up to $1,000, and it will be announced August 27th of 2015.
I love it.
Isn't that great?
That's great. I love it.
That's the only email I had.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
And I wanted to show you this. Can you see Shirley Temple?
Oh, cool.
You know what she's saying?
What?
Remember who you are.
Oh, how cool. She was my wife's favorite. My wife used to get kidded about it when she was a kid. She loved Shirley Temple.
All right.
So did I.
Yeah, I love Shirley Temple, Doris Day.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing, wonderful, unique people. I love it.
Shirley Temple invited us to imagine and make it real.
Yeah. Yeah. She just came in. Oh, what a beautiful spirit. Ah. Ah. Are you recording, Paul?
Yes.
Shirley Temple just came in the moment you were there. Oh, and the space is just so magnificent. God.
Butterflies and rainbows.
Oh, what a beautiful being. Wow. Wow. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello. Welcome to see you.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Come on. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Great. It's great to be back. Judge me by my size, do you? And well, you should not. For my ally is the force. And a powerful ally it is. Life creates it. That's the line. Life creates it. Judge me by my size, do you? When I was in astronomy, they always used to tell me, look how big it is and how small you are. Bullshit. They're using a body. We are not a body. A body is a remote camera, you know, very well developed. Whoever developed it's the head of Kodak, I'll tell you that. Okay. The basics. Let's review the basics. Think of someone. Think of anyone. Right now, everybody got a person? Raise your hand, you got a person. Pick one person, think of them. Good. Consider that you are in communication with them. The very thought is, I am in communication. That is the key. That is a very, very basic key. If you consider you are in communication with somebody who lives on another planet, you are. If you are wondering whether you are in communication with somebody who lives on another planet, you are wondering. Very creative, right? But screws up your communication. It is a bold, simple, not strong, not effort, not struggle, a simple decision. Yoo-hoo! somebody who loves me. Oh, you, how you doing? That's simple. I am in communication. You, somebody who's got a really cool spaceship. Oh yeah, hi there. Right, right. It is so simple. Complexity has to do with third density. Right? Right? It is so simple. Just decide you're in communication, say hi, have them say hi back, say, let me use your body, let me look around. Or you don't even have to do that. Let me look around. Right? Because you can create an exterior viewpoint camera instantaneously at will. That's all you're doing when you're using the body anyway. Cool? Got it?
Yep.
Yoda was teaching Luke how to levitate objects. And he was levitating some stones and stuff and things like that. And then he got distracted. He got distracted because his X-Wing cruiser sunk deeper into the swamp. And he looked at Yoda and he says, now we'll never get it out. So certain are you that it cannot be done. Interesting statement. So certain are you that it cannot be done. That, by the way, is an incredible accomplishment, to be certain that something cannot be done. If you're going to be a master of limitation, you're going to have to be certain that certain things cannot be done. Because the moment you lose that certainty, you're screwing up your limitation mastery game. Okay? And that is important, right, to know. And you recognize it. You know, that we can be certain that we can't levitate that thing is great. But it's just adherence to a contract of a particular type of game. So certain are you that it cannot be done. Master Yoda erasing a few rocks and stuff, that's one thing. This is totally different. If you say so. Only in your mind, different. All right, I get it, for Christ's sakes, goddamn master of Yoda, see you. All right, I'll try.
There is do or do not, there is no try.
Do or do not, there is no try. Trying implies the possibility of failure. It is a magnificent creation, absolutely vital to maintaining limitation. Try implies the possibility of failing, right? Having the idea of trying is absolutely vital to maintaining limitation mastery. Okay. You've got to have the idea that some things are difficult and you could try and there's a possibility, maybe, that I could pull it off, but that's all part of third density reality. And it's magnificent. That's where you got to see it. It's a magnificent creation. I could try to play the piano. I could try to levitate the ship out of the swamp. I could try. And the Yoda Master says, no, do or do not. Either levitate the goddamn thing or don't. Right? Right? But don't give me this try crap, because you came to me to train to be a master. And if you keep giving this concept of trying, you're going to stay in limitation. So he knocks it out right away. No! Forcefully, boldly. Do it or don't do it. Don't give me this try shit. Right? That was all, by the way, the subtext in the script that the censors removed that the language because they wanted to get a higher rating, you know. But it was all there. So he says, I'll try. And he feels the force around him. He feels the force. What the hell is the force? The force is blending yourself with your whole self, with your infinite self, with your Christ consciousness, with your expanded self, with your God self, with the idea that there isn't any limitation, with the idea that it's all being created by us, right? That's what it is. Considering you're absolutely magnificent, there are no limitations. Just like the gal who blew all of the cancer by discovering how magnificent she was. That's all she did, was discover her intrinsic magnificence. Intrinsic. This is a game of limitation, right? Nothing wrong with it. But if you want to communicate with aliens and all your friends, you have no idea, or maybe you do, how many billions of friends you have out there, how many billions of loved ones, how many fun things there are to do, how many Disneylands there are. Astounding stuff. And you can all be in rapport with it, you know. Or you can go on with your life. It doesn't really matter. It's your choice. But this seminar, this workshop, is inviting you to see that we have the choice, that we can be more than we are, and that's pretty much what we've all decided to do. We've gone as far as you can go with the game of limitation, man. We mastered it, right? We really mastered it. So now it's time to evolve out. Okay? Yeah, Mighty, go.
This may be getting a little bit too detailed, but let's see what you think about it. Say I want to communicate with my father who passed away in 1982. In the fourth density, you would communicate as a consciousness. But what if he picked up another body and he's busy?
Because then you can't communicate with him. Do you know why?
Because I think he picked up another
Because
body.
you think he picked up another body and he is uncommunicated.
Yeah.
The spirit is infinite.
Okay.
Infinite. You can talk to anyone at any age. Right? The whole self, the infinite self, the God self is infinite. Infinite. You energize any construct and it is there. I talked to my mother as she was when she was in her 60s and 70s. I talked to my mother. I went on a date with my mother when she was 16. We danced. We had a wonderful time. She's beautiful at 16. She was beautiful when she was older. I talked to her at all different ages. She just came in as a 2-year-old, right, to demonstrate it. Hold on. By the way, all of that jerking is simply the body adjusting to a vibration, to a density that it is not normally in tune with. My vibration increases, her vibration decreases a little, and we lock sync, you know, and the body will jerk because the vibrations are going through the nervous system.
Was your mother having a tantrum at the age of 10?
No, she didn't. Did you ever have a tantrum? No, she never did. She never had a tantrum. I didn't know that. Thank you for inviting me to know that. You can know anything you want. You can communicate to anybody at any age, any time, because reality is an illusion. What do I mean by the illusion? It's a created construct. You take your hand, you go like this. You vibrate it fast enough, it disappears. It no longer appears. Why? Because the eyes have a range of frequency that they can observe. And if you exceed that frequency, you go above it or below it, it vanishes. Just like every television station is being broadcast through here right now. We're not tuned to them. They're on a different vibratory frequency, right? And that's what we're going to do next, signatory vibration exercises, right? To be able to tune to any particular frequency. Got it? All right, I'll try. And he fills up, and the ship starts bubbling out of the swamp, and Yoda's eyes get real wide. Whoa, man, the student's getting it. Holy shit, man. He's feeling the force. You know, what's the force? The force is him. It's infinite self. It's not something exterior. If you think it's exterior, you're in third density. Right?
Right.
If you think it's part of who you are, you're in fourth density or higher, right? It is who I am. I am all of it. I am the Christ consciousness. The Catholic Church is scared shitless that people will discover what Christ really was. Christ is not the name of Jesus. Jesus was the person. Christ was a state of consciousness, where the person knew that they were the one and the all. And just like the fool from the tarot cards, they're no longer subject to the reality. They're totally conscious that it is their thoughts that are creating it all. So they can walk on water, and they can get, water to turn into wine or Kahlua. Or, hey, let's do Kahlua this time, right? It's all instantaneously created, right? Reality stems directly out of the scenario we write. I am Superman, I am flying through the air, I am Wonder Woman, I'm flying after you, and when I reach you, oh boy, are we going to have one super time. Right? Right? See, right? And it's all real, unless you say it's not, right? It's real. It's energized instantaneously into existence. It's the scripts that we write. And I appreciate that Manny going, what if he's born and he's reincarnated as a rock that doesn't talk, right? Well, then you're creating that script. That's the script you're going to experience. What if he reincarnated as the wise, all-knowing rock, right? Right? That can levitate drinks from McDonald's. It is as we create it to be. We are the creators. While we're playing the game of limitation, we don't consider that we can create those creations. But it's nothing more than our thoughts. So Luke is raising the ship out of the, it's coming out of the swamp. Yoda's going, whoa, cool, the kid's getting it, neato. And then what does he do? What does he do? He gets distracted by some phone ringing. And his attention goes off in his seminar and onto the phone. Who the fuck left their cell phone on so that it's ringing in the middle of the goddamn seminar? Son of a bitch. I'm going to judge the shit out of that person, right? And that's what happened with Luke. He got distracted. Distracted into what? Distracted into the idea it was too big. And the shrimp went back down in the swamp. And Yoda went, fuck. That wasn't in the, because they wanted to keep an R rating or whatever, And fuck would, some parents wouldn't have brought the kids, so. But that's what he said, fuck, shit, god damn. Fuck, the kid almost got it. God damn, what the fuck did he think it was so big for? Shit, he was doing it fucking fine. Then he thinks it's too fucking big, you asshole, stupid shit. God damn it. Too big. Judge me by my size, do you? You asshole. I'm a little runt. But my ally is the Force. Master Yoda, you asked the impossible. Oh, fucking shit. God, now the kid thinks it's impossible. Here we are, back in fucking third density again. Jesus Christ. He doesn't even notice that he's the one who created that it was impossible. He just says it's impossible and doesn't see that he's the one creating the these goddamn third density son of a bitches. Jesus. And you and your goddamn distracting phone. I was going to give up judgment until your fucking phone rang. Now I'm back in judgment again. God damn it, I'm separate. My love deteriorated. Based on a fucking ringing phone. Jesus. And God, it really does. The judgment cuts you off from the love. That's what it does. Mm-hmm. It cuts you off. It separates you out. It puts you back in third density. I don't want to deal with that fucking person. She don't even have the sense to shut off her phone. Thank you for the demo.
You swear really good.
Yeah,
So can I take you to a Back to the Future moment?
absolutely.
So if Yoda and Luke are there, who's really doing it? Is it all Yoda, or is it all Luke, or is it depends on their viewpoint, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you want to hear the answer to your 7 questions?
Yes, please.
Yes.
It's the special effects guy.
Yes, it is everyone. Everyone is creating it. Everyone. It is one, the one being the all. You can focus in on it's the special effects guy if you want, or it's Lucas, or it's Yoda, or it's, and it will instantaneously become that because you are the creator. You write the script. We write the script.
And it's not defined.
Yeah. So Yoda goes, shit, God damn it, the kid almost had it, son of a bitch. Oof. And he's got me small. I'll show the son of a bitch, I'll raise the ship out of there. See, all that dialogue wasn't in there. And he goes, ooh, and the ship comes out of the swamp and flies over. Luke has already gone over and is masturbating in his own self-denial. Right? You know, and then he comes back and he sees the ship hanging in the air and it comes gently down on the ground. And he looks at it and goes, holy shit, I don't believe it. And Yoda says, remember, that's why you fail. You don't believe it. But the underlining dialogue that was not in the movie is the thing that Yoda didn't share, at least in the movie, was not believing it is just as valid a creation as believing it. It enables you to have an experience of not being able to levitate the ship. Nothing wrong with that. But the person was creating it unconsciously. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that, creating it unconsciously. It's just that if you want to come back to being a master of limitation, we're going to have to become very conscious of what the hell we're creating. Yes?
When I have somebody invite in a consciousness to teach them, and Yoda comes, Yoda speaks, Yoda is there. What is the reason that Yoda is there when he's supposedly a fictional character?
He is not a fictional character. He's only a fictional character to the point where you continue to call him a fictional character. There is no such thing other than the idea they're fictional. They're all.
I can feel him as much as I can feel Bashar.
Of course you can. Of course you can. One of the things I have later on in the afternoon, for those of you, it'll be on the tape and everything, is we're going to channel aliens. We're going to channel loved ones. We're going to talk to Marilyn Monroe. We're going to talk to Einstein. We're going to talk to anybody that you want to talk to, and we're going to talk to Bugs Bunny.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Right? And your idea that it is an imaginary creature creates a reality of them being imaginary. Totally, 100% real. You have a reality in which that is a character that somebody drew, animated, it's imaginary, it's not real.
But it's now an archetype in the minds of so many people that's become real.
If you say so, it is exactly as you say it. Oh, it's an archetype. What the fuck's an archetype? It's it's a type of arc, right? And all these people are in on it. Whoopie-doo. Yeah, you just wrote the script, Terry. You wrote the script. Or you can just go, Bugs is real. Hey, Bugs, how you doing? Just like, yeah.
The script is written at a different density or quote-unquote unconscious dimension or something?
Oh, you want the secret, do you? Not supposed to reveal the secret this is early in the workshop. There is no unconscious. You're consciously creating it all. You walk, it's called an action, one of my philosophers called it an action postulate. You walk around with the idea that there's gravity and you're stuck to the ground. You don't see gravity as a belief. You see it as the way it is. That is the strongest belief there is. Because you don't even question it and you don't take no ownership for it. That's the way it is.
Well, but there are certain universal laws.
If you say so. And guess what? There really, really, really are universal laws if you say so.
But no matter can be created or destroyed.
If you say so.
Who decided that?
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. That is a construct. And yes, we experience it that way. In the construct, yes.
But I think if you
Shh, shh, shh. Create a flying truck. You got it? Good. Dissolve the flying truck. Good. Did the flying truck exist when you created it? Good. Does it no longer exist? Matter just got created and destroyed.
It doesn't matter.
You see, you go, but that's not the real reality. And the real reality, see, if you say so, it is. It's unbelievable. It is as we create it to be. I used to channel and I would doubt. When I started first channeling, I went, am I really fucking channeling or is this my imagination? Am I really talking to Bashar or am I so familiar with who Bashar is by having gone to 5 years of channeling through Daryl Anka? Am I so familiar that I'm just mocking it up? Am I right? What was going on? I was creating doubt. That's what I had. I was creating wonderment. That's what I had. I said, it's real. It became real, and it got more and more and more real because I refused to create it as unreal. Yes?
Okay, so I've channeled since I was pretty young. Dropped it because it scared me. It came up again about a year ago, very strongly, and I channeled 93 dialogues with Jesus, and I stopped because, not because it scared me, but because I was being asked questions that I thought I couldn't answer.
Sure. Sure. Congratulations on a very creative way of stopping.
Did you write this down?
Yeah, you wrote a script very brilliantly. You know, oh, there's going to be people asking me questions I can't answer. Shit, I don't want to be in that fucking reality.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Exactly. Congratulations. Oh, there's going to be people asking me questions that will be an absolute ease to answer. I can answer anything. You could create that script too. When you're talking earlier, I stopped because I was afraid. What fear did you create?
That I would be taken over.
Exactly. How very creative. You created the possibility of being taken over. You know the power of that? It permeates through every facet of reality. How extremely creative. And then the possibility of your being taken over now exists. Do you know why?
Because I said so.
Exactly. And it can become a very real, very scary reality if you create it that way.
Now, when I shared with James, Reverend James,
Yep.
that I was channeling Jesus, he said that, why not just channel yourself? Why does it have to be Jesus?
Well, that's what James said. How very creative of James. James is very good at creating opinions. I know other people that are very creative. Why not create? I'm channeling Jesus. Cool. I would have responded differently. Tell me you were channeling Jesus.
I'm channeling Jesus.
Cool. Neat. If you want to channel anybody else, go ahead, by the way. Right?
Yeah.
It's my thought that you could even channel yourself if you wanted to. You could even consider Jesus. You were Jesus. Ha ha! And then you can talk to yourself. Oh, hi there, Jesus. Right? Yes, there's all of these possibilities. But, I don't know if James meant this, but there was an implication that one was better than the other.
Who's James?
James is the spiritual leader of this Global Truth Center. Absolutely fabulous, brilliant, inspirational, amazing. This is the best spiritual center I've ever been to. The Sunday service is like going to a Broadway play. You know, most of them were on Broadway, and James was on Broadway, a star on Broadway. Kevin, who was here a little earlier, was on Broadway. A lot of the people here, it's marvelous. And James is just an amazing, I love him to pieces. And however, you know, it's just that it appears that, you don't have to check with James to see if it was actually true, that he was considering channeling your whole self was better or more productive or whatever, who knows. But he created that scenario, and that's fine. You know, channeling Jesus is wonderful. I've done a lot of Jesus channeling myself too, you know, so, and there are many versions of Jesus. Do you know why?
Because of the varying degrees of consciousness?
No, because I create many different versions of Jesus.
Okay.
Magdalene too, all kinds of different versions.
Yes. See, it really is orchestrated. We are at infinite potential. That's what I did in my show that previous to this. We're an infinite potential. Infinite. It is as we create it to be. And embracing that is the key to experiencing other levels of consciousness and being able to be in communication with aliens. There's a mothership parked on the other side of Saturn that is 137 miles in diameter. 137 miles. That's farther than here from San Diego, right? And it's got all kinds of civilizations, and you can visit it. I've been there. It's cool. Terry, go.
Oh, I'm just going to
Okay.
comment that when I was doing the channeling with my clients, I didn't know who I was channeling. Sometimes maybe they're spirit guides, but then I decided a lot of times it was just my own higher self. And now I'm thinking from what you're saying that it doesn't matter what it was.
It doesn't matter what it was. It is as we create it to be. That's the thing. See, that's why I wanted you to recognize, I'm creating everything separate. You know, because we operate that way. It's not even a thought. It's operating. We operate as if we want to pick up this water, right? We got to pick it up. We don't levitate it, right? And there's no magic involved. Oh my God. Spirits. Okay. Signature vibration exercises. Almost all civilizations communicate through tuning to the signature vibration of a biological entity. Now, what you have to realize is that there are only 7 grains of sand that are into negativity, and you can play that game if you choose. They're playing it. You can play it if you want. They play it a lot on Earth. We project our conflict mentality out into the cosmos and make movies about it. War, Star Wars, right? And all of that sort of. What is that? It's projecting our conflict mentality out into the universe, right? Right? Which we do extremely well. Darth Vader. You know, evil guy, right? Ooh, bad, you know. How come? He forgot to love. When we forget to love, we get into all kinds of shit, right? Who is this? Oh, that's nobody, that's a black shirt, right? I thought it was somebody. It wasn't, right? Well, I could make somebody there. I had another shirt. Where the hell is it? Hey, It isn't here. Oh, it's such a cool shirt, too. And it's not there. Oh, you make a mess with the clothes. Look at your judgment about. And I'm pissed off because I didn't bring that on the shirt. And I was going to use it in the seminar. God damn it.
Back there?
It isn't there. God damn it. It was 7 of 9 from Star Trek. 7 of 9. It was a beautiful, and there was bosoms and everything on it. It was so cool. And it was like she was the Borg. She was the pictures of her when she was totally controlled by the Borg, and then pictures when she got rid of stuff except for the other good stuff, you know. And I was going to show it all to you, and it ain't there. There it is. Aha!
Wow, what's that?
So good.
What is that?
That's 7 of 9 from the Star Trek series.
DS9.
It's Jerry Ryan who played the part. Right, Jerry Ryan. In my Wonderworld theme park. In my Wonderworld theme park, yeah, she plays 7 of 9. She was taken over by the Borg because she bought into.
Space Nine.
Yeah, the Borgs were bad guys like Darth Vader.
Resistance is
Real
futile.
resistance is futile, and she bought into it. Resistance is futile. Oh, well, I guess I'm done for her, you know, because you write the script. Resistance. They're the guys. You can't resist them. They're stronger. They're going to wipe us out, and they did. And she became a robot. But then the Star Trek guys got her out of it, little by little. You know, beautiful.
She went around saying to
Great
guys,
stuff.
resistance is
Yes,
futile.
really.
And so, well,
Star Trek, not Star Wars. Star Trek.
And of course, they got that line from
Yeah.
the Hitchhiker's Guide
Listen
to the
to
Galaxy.
yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide. Listen to this. Isn't this cool? In the Wonderworld theme park, Wonderworld is the theme park I designed. It is billed as a living invitation to create life. A living invitation to create life wonderful, coupled to all that know how to pull it off. Come on, everybody go, whoa. Whoa. How dare you not be excited? How dare you not whoa?
it is intense.
I will give it to you again. And if you don't whoa, the price of the seminar is tripled. How dare you not whoa? You said you wanted to enjoy life. Jesus. I can understand poor Yoda going, you know, what's the matter? Wonderworld is billed as a living invitation to make life wonderful, coupled to all the know-how to pull it off.
All right.
One of the pavilions is called Emotions. Right? Emotions. Outside of it, there's this big spiral. It's going deep into the ground and then spiraling up into the sky. It's really cool at night because there are all these lights and everything. And it shows the base emotions, shame, blame, regret down at the bottom. And it goes up to the higher emotions of excitement and exhilaration and serenity and all those, right? You walk into the pre-show. There's a pre-show in the pavilion, huge pavilion. You walk in it and you're in this room that's an oval. Everybody get this, because it's going to... All around you in this oval, motion pictures are being portrayed of the gamut of human emotions, from the most base, gross emotions of fear, and apathy, and sadness, and anger, all the way up to the higher, beautiful emotions of joy and fun and laughter and goodness, and they're all intermingled around you, right? Everybody get it? Yeah. Whoa, come on, some whoas. Whoa, okay, good. All of a sudden the room goes pitch black. Pitch black. You can't see your hand in front of you. No lights, pitch black, only for an instant. And this beautiful woman materializes, floating in the air. And I'm going to get Jerry Ryan to do it. In the Star Trek series, she was 7 of 9. In this pavilion, she is 1 of 1. And she says, first of all, we wish to assure you that there never was any devious intent in creating the course that you are about to experience. It is just that the elders realized that Earth was on the threshold of openly accepting aliens from other worlds, but was not quite ready to do so. Hence it was decided that we would blend unobtrusively into your culture to assist you with your decision to one day be part of the United Association of Worlds. Professor Feeling, the creator of the course, is with us today. And you will be the first humans ever to experience this emotions mastery course. And once again, we wish to assure you that there never was any devious intent in creating the course. And she vanishes.
Whoa!
And the doors to the pavilion open. And you go in and you sit down in this theater. And as the production begins, the theater begins to move on a carousel as the screen simultaneously opens. And you meet this wild Christopher Lloyd type of creature called Professor Feeling. And he is teaching a class of aliens what humans have to think in order to experience their emotions. Because they got to blend unobtrusively into the culture, right? And if they don't know how to create the emotions, they ain't going to blend. It'll be like wearing one of these. This don't blend. Right? Whoa, now off goes the microphone. But I will pin it back. I don't need it. Ooh. Yeah, Paul's recording. So, you meet this Professor Feeling. Here's all of these aliens and other characters, right? And you're watching this. And he says, value. Value. Value is the key. Like us, humans value things. They value their life. They value their loved one. They value their home. They value their wallet. And when they have the idea that the value will go away, they experience what they call fear. When they have the idea that someone they love is sick and might die, they feel fear. They have the idea that the value will go away. The idea that the value will go away, or that value that they seek will not come, produces the human emotion called fear. Got it, guys?
Yeah.
Right? So if you want to feel the fear, you want to get anxious, you want to feel nervous, you want to feel terrified, you're going to have to value stuff like crazy and think it's going to go away. Like your arm. You value your arm, and this tiger's coming after it, and he's going to take the arm. You'll get to feel terror. Very exciting human emotion. Where you get a chance to experience that. Wouldn't that be cool? Right? Cool. And by the way, when they have the idea that the value is already gone, they experience the emotion called sadness, grief. Oh, she's gone. They write country songs about it to add a little nostalgia. Right? When they have the idea that there's nothing really of value anymore, been there, done that, big deal, they feel apathy. They get to experience apathy, which is one notch above death. And again, the most noticeable thing about a dead man is they aren't doing anything. So when they're in apathy, they don't do much. Because there's no value. They don't consider anything's valuable anymore. They don't consider that when John talks to them, it's, whoa, cool. They just go, oh yeah, another seminar. Here we go, very interesting intellectual thing. Right? They don't create any wows anymore because they're in apathy. And I've been to seminars, I've heard all this shit before. Metaphysical, yeah, you are God. You are an infinite being, yeah, right, shit, bullshit. I can't even get my car to start, for Christ's sakes. Ooh, master of limitations. When they have the idea that someone else is preventing them from getting the value they seek, they get pissed. They get angry. They want to destroy the person. Anger equals the idea that someone else is preventing you from getting the value that you want. He's the fucking cause that I'm not getting my money. He don't pay his child support. That son of a bitch. You get angry. They're causing me to not get the value. That's anger. When they have the idea that the value is present, they feel joy. Everybody get the idea that value is present?
Is what?
Present, right now. Value. I mean, look, John Rafanello's up in front of you. How fucking valuable can it get?
That's right. Gold standing in front of us.
And see, the moment you thought that, life got enjoyable. Didn't you notice? You laughed, life became fun. And when you went, oh, very interesting data, but you're bored. The French word for boredom is ennui. It really gives you the feeling, doesn't it? Ennui. It means a listless disgust.
Very French.
Yeah, very French. I'm not really boldly disgusted with this information, but I'm just kind of disgusted. I would rather go to a movie, right, than stay here. I'm kind of listfully disgusted about it, right? And see, that's what the park is all about. First of all, it entertains people. He's got the shame, blame, and regret quartet. Shame, blame, and regret quartet. One's got two heads, so quartet. He's got the Angry Dogs 4. They sing angry. Yeah. He's got this barbershop quartet that sings, in 4-part harmony, about how horrible life is. How all the wonderful things of life are crap. And he's got the high-toned gospel singers. And you rise through all of these emotions, all musically, and you go up a spiral, and you end up in the high-toned gospel singer, everybody's singing and laughing and having a good time and enjoying each other. And then you exit into a hands-on area of computer games and interactive software that enables you to play with the thoughts that create the emotions you experience day to day. To discover it is your thoughts creating the feelings. And if you like, you can connect into the Wonder World University of the Air and do a emotions mastery course at home like you're doing the workshops. Emotion mastery. That's one of the ones we're going to do in the upcoming year. Mastery of emotions, by discovering that it is our thoughts creating the feelings that we have. And it all has to do with thoughts we have about value, its presence or its absence. When we really value someone, when we really love someone, our wife, our girlfriend, our kid, and that kid goes away, one of the most painful things there is for a child to die. Unbelievable. Why? Because there was so much love, and that love is now considered to be absent, separate, third density absent. I cannot contact the love. I cannot communicate it with it. I have tried, and I can't. And when that love is absent, you get the most painful third density experience you can imagine. Hell is the idea that love is absent. Love of trees, love of flowers, love of people, love of the earth. And heaven is the idea that the value is present and there's no greater value than love. We are miserable when we do not realize how loving we are, how magnificent we are. The gal who cured herself of cancer simply realized that she was magnificent beyond the power of words to describe, and I am blessed to have experienced it 3 times.
What do you mean?
The absolute,
I mean, what do you?
unlimited magnificence of me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I experienced it. I literally experienced myself being the one and the all. There are no words. It is beyond. But the body just vibrates into no ability. It's just magnificent. And by the way, is that something you would like, anybody?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Good.
I felt.
Okay, well, here, you want it to happen to you?
Yes.
Okay, here's the key. You ready for the key? Listen closely. Ready? Because this is, you got to really get the key. Decide it will happen. That's it. And ignore anything that says it will not.
Suddenly you can hear everybody's thoughts around you.
That's the hard part. He just made it hard to ignore, right? Things that said it was not. Give him a hand. If you say so. If you say so. Yes, sweetie.
So I've had a question that's perplexed me all my life,
Wow, congratulations.
and the only answer, I've gotten 2 answers.
Okay.
One is that is that person's life pattern, and so because of previous incarnations. And 2, that it's a mystery, and that is about the suffering. There's some real, honest to goodness suffering
Absolutely.
in the world.
And what is the question?
So why is there suffering?
Person creates fear.
Well, wait a minute. When you're a child and you're getting beaten, that child hasn't created fear.
Yes, they did. They bought into a construct.
And animals or
Let me finish your question. They bought into a construct in which fear exists. It becomes part of their construct. They bought into the idea, into a reality in which things can go wrong, in which love can go wrong, in which soap operas can occur, in which people can suffer. Let me ask you a question, okay? And I want you to answer it sincerely, okay? Do you believe that it is possible to feel pain?
Yes.
There's the source of it, right there. And the kid learns that very rapidly. When they're young, when they're real young, they don't have any of that. They're still connected to a great degree to their own magnificence. But literally they learn. They stub their toe, and it hurts. You say, well, they didn't decide to stub their toe. Yes, they did. They bought into a body, into a reality that when you hit your toe against something harder, denser than your foot, it's going to hurt. They bought that construct.
So what you're saying is that their consciousness before they became incarnate bought into it?
Yes, they bought the construct. They bought the show. They bought the scenario. They bought the script.
For what purpose?
Because it is one of the things that can be experienced. And also it is a game. There was a book written called The Game of God, and I would invite you to get yourself a copy. It's a fabulous book on the internet, The Game of God. Right? How does God become human? How does he pull it off? Right? It's called selective amnesia. He forgets who he is. And that's how that gal, she had unbelievable suffering. Unbelievable. Read the book. Dying to Be Me. Thank you, Charles. Unbelievable suffering. Why? And she says the question, why did all that cancer occur? Fear. I was afraid that I wasn't good enough. I was afraid I wasn't nice enough. I was afraid I wasn't going to fit in. You know, all kinds of fears that are social. Kids learn those things very fast.
Have you experienced that in your life?
Experience what?
What you just talked about?
Absolutely.
Even with all the support that you have?
Absolutely. All I have to do is think that the support is not enough. Very simple. Yeah, I got all this support, but it doesn't seem to resolve everything. I don't know what the heck is wrong. I don't know what's wrong. I create a mystery, right? I don't notice my own creations. The moment I notice those creations, watch this. Whoa, I feel good. What did I do? I just decided I felt good. It's that simple. But when we decide, oh man, this is a complicated difficulty, and I wonder why, and we're creating mystery, and we're all doing all of these things, that's what we're sitting creating. But the simplicity of, and that woman lays it out beautifully, is that we have within our vibration the possibility of pain, the possibility of suffering, and a fear of that suffering. I have no fear of death whatsoever, but I haven't completely rid myself of the fear that I could suffer. And I have cancer.
You do?
Yep. I have diabetes. I have my sinuses completely blocked. I haven't been able to smell for over 20 years. Right? How could you have all that, John? Because I have not divorced all of those things from my consciousness. I haven't completely owned them. But I have at times. I was lying in a bed next to my wife, Carolyn, a number of years ago, in the most severe pain that I had ever been in, mentally, spiritually, physically. My back was out in 3 places. The bottom of the spine, intense, excruciating pain. The middle, excruciating pain. The neck, excruciating pain. A headache. You know, one of the best migraines I had ever managed to create. And I was spiritually going nuts. John, you're full of shit. You've been full of shit all your life. You've been telling people all this crap. It's crap. Right? Look at the fucking condition you're in. You're in incredible pain. You're full of shit. Metaphysics is full of shit. Religion is full of shit. Everything is full of shit. You're full of shit. And it sounds humorous now. It was not humorous at the time. And I finally went, this is enough. I feel fabulous. Not I will feel fabulous. I feel fabulous. In the presence of this intense pain, I insisted with all my beingness, I feel fabulous. I don't know how long it took. I don't even know if it had anything to do with time. It could have been 10 minutes. It could have been an hour and a half. The body exploded off the bed like it was thrown like a catapult. It went 3 feet into the air. I could hear my spine go. The headache exploded out of my head like a bomb. The body fell back on the bed, and I went out, 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 out. I experienced myself being the one, being the all. I saw every atom, every molecule creating the entire reality, the entire universe. See the molecule as alive, vibrant, and conscious. I saw the entire whole creating every part, and every part creating the whole. And what I am saying now is nothing like what the magnificent, I won't even say the word, how magnificent it was. And all I did was I insisted, I feel fabulous. I refused to energize the pain. And
Did
it
you
all,
do that with your cancer and your
and it all, what I am doing it. There is a difference between acute creations and chronic creations.
Oh, it's too big?
Yes. No, it's too complex. And those are all parts of the thoughts. And thank you, Terry, for reflecting it. That's exactly. I've got to notice in detail what I'm creating. And I do. I'll lay down at night, and it all goes away. The cancer is not there. But it's a process that I am going through. It is a process of transition from 3rd to 4th to 5th density. I am evolving out of mastery of limitation by discovering every way in which I create that limitation. And the more I discover it, the more magnificent experiences I have, and the more I connect to my total self. And the more I separate myself from a game in which pain and suffering is possible. I spent years being pissed off. God, you son of a bitch, you're creating a reality with pain and suffering? John, you plugged yourself into this reality? Bullshit! I would never plug myself into this reality. I would never create it. Who's the asshole creating all this shit? I went through that for years and years and years. I couldn't be creating this shit. I'm cool. How fucking dumb, excuse my language, can you be creating pain and suffering? Dumb. Dumb. Yeah. But we got to own it all. I hope that helps. Does it?
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
and thank you for sharing.
Oh, my
Such a
pleasure.
personal level.
My absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure. You know, I am not an ascended master. I am on my way. I have been there at times, and I can telepathically communicate with anyone. I'm making some progress. I'm doing good, and I love sharing it. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of this amazing experience.
Thank you for doing it.
My pleasure. Thank you for being willing to call it amazing. And if you cease calling it amazing, I'm going to come and punch you in the mouth. Okay? Right? You keep calling this amazing. You tell everybody else how amazing it was. It's amazing. Right? Now here's the last thing. Okay? Everybody go, whoa. Whoa. Now do this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Choo, 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 choo. Keep it up. Choo, 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 choo. The break is approaching from the future. Choo, 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 choo. It's coming. It's moving faster. It's coming across Galaxy 7. It's moving down across Galaxy 13. That's our galaxy. It's moving. It's making a right-hand turn. Moving out toward the edge of the planet. It's coming to Earth. It has landed. Here it is. The break. Yeah.
Before I go,
Can you hug me before you go? Yes.
this was fantastic.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you for letting me be part.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
It was amazing.
We will get you the rest.
Okay.
Okay. Signature vibration exercises after lunch.